Oh, I was tying in all the stuff that we do together, right? So the e-course, the sauce, the catering, right? Lifestyle brand is Veganish Foodies overall. Everything Good LLC, that's the overall parent company, our manufacturing, so we can make more sauces underneath, right? And then we have like the VFC Kitchen. Really haven't titled the name of it. It was Soulfully Vegan for a while, but they have a Soulfully Vegan in Connecticut, and we didn't really pull the trigger with that, so we're not going with that anyway. But no, they got a vegan soul. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Shout out to them though. I love all entrepreneurs. I don't think it's not enough entrepreneurs out here that we should be competing with each other. So I love all entrepreneurs. I don't care if we have the same exact idea. You've been in the bread aisle before. You feel me? Like there's wheat on top of wheat on top of wheat. There's whole grain on top of whole grain. It doesn't matter, right? There's room for us all to win. And then we started Veg Fest 413. Bang, 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 bang. That's the last thing we end on. We started Veg Fest 413, which was a conglomerate of 3 or 4 different participants, just setting the stage for plant-based alternatives and options and services to have a platform to put out there. Because when you put a plant-based option inside of where non-plant-based people are having an event, you don't get the same return, right? And that's not good. I didn't start my business to go with somewhere where now all of a sudden I can't get a good return, right? But if you're around people who are environmental conscious, focus on sustainability, worry about the ecosystem, worry about what they put in their body, worry about what goes in the world, they're going to be more apt to say, oh, hey, you making a sauce, I can read all the ingredients on the side, or hey, you selling plants or apples or fruits or vegetables, versus when you go to a festival, like we have something called the Eastern States Exhibits, the Big E, and where I'm from, it's a big, huge festival, right? And they have like tons of different stuff where you can eat, just eat, games and stuff for the kids, prizes, different stuff like that, right? Every year I go, especially since I transitioned to eating plant-based, there's little to no plant-based options. There is vegetarian options. I will give that, but vegetarian's been around for 20 plus years. So has vegan, but the establishments adapting that was a little bit more simplistic because your bottom line is just taking out the cheese, or I said it wrong for vegetarian. You can leave the cheese, you're taking out the meat. So you can easily make an eggplant parmesan or something to that nature, and you still keep the cheese you have. When you got to make a vegan restaurant, or you have to make a vegan menu to go in your restaurant, you got to restructure everything, because you can't have no eggs, you can't have no dairy, you can't have no meat. And then a lot of nowadays you're going to mess with the celiac disease, so you want to have gluten-free stuff, right? So like it's a whole different concept, and if it's already been working for you, you might not just implement that. So we just decided to come up with this bigger concept that we can just showcase plant-based alternatives on this higher stage, on a higher platform, and that's what Veg Fresh 413 was. So that's our give back, right? We want to just help other entrepreneurs grow. And the first one we did, we had over 20 vendors, we had over 400 participants in the city of Springfield, like people coming. It was free, just come in, support the vendors. Then we just did one second quarter 2021, right? It was just a pop-up, a smaller version. And that actually was also a success as well. All the vendors sold out again, but it was just on such a smaller scale. Now we were supposed to have another one in June, but I think with the world opening back up and the different restrictions, we keep talking to the health guy, and I guess we just have to really solidify a date, because the dates that we had, we wasn't even getting feedback or conversation from anybody on the higher epsilon. We trying to call, we're not getting no phone calls back. We getting on the meeting calls, and they asking us where we're gonna have this stuff at, and who do we talk to say that we can have this. And so now that stuff has opened back up, maybe to have this conversation will help, and then we should be able to have a good date set, tentative date. So that's what we're working on that. But just follow us, rock with us, man. Like I said, this is just a legacy builder. This is just off the top business mentality, business mindset put into our everyday lifestyle. I cook like this every day, so it doesn't matter. The sauce goes on something that we eat every day. We just started to share what we do with everybody, right? So you can go to step1.veganishfoodies.com and try our nutrition class. I made a nutrition class for us too. So I'm all over the place doing a lot of good stuff that ties into what we do, right? So definitely go to step one, that's STEP, the number 1, veganishfoodies.com, right? Veganishfoodies.com. Step 1, the number 1. And you can get our nutrition class. I want to say it's like $20. I think it was $35. I done readjusted the price point a couple different times to accommodate. I had a different price point for Women's Month, excuse me. And I just want to put that information in. Now that includes Moss Talk, right, where we go over sea moss. That includes plant-based nutrition, right, where we go over different aspects of the plant-based lifestyle and the nutrition that goes with it, right? It goes over protein, it goes over meal preps, it goes over the difference between vegan and veganism, right? And then we have India breaking down healthy diet, health versus diet. I believe that's what it is. I want to say I titled it healthy diet, but I think it is health versus diet, or heal versus diet, one of the two. It just basically goes over the difference between a diet and the way you should eat properly, so that way you're having the proper results versus just dieting, which is kind of like, well, I'll let her explain it to you because I can get into it, but she did a very good job at it. That's why we put that on there. But then it also has a 7-day meal planner that comes with it. You're also going to get a kids nutrition ebook that we created as well. There's so much stuff there. I want to say it's the PDF or the presentation from the Moss Talk, so you can have the actual slides. And there's one more thing in there. Just check it out. Step 1, when you get there, you'll see all the stuff we offer, all the stuff we have, and that's our gift to you. Actually, if you go to learn.veganishfoodies.com, you can get a free ebook and get on our mailing list and move from there. So if you want a free ebook, go to learn.veganishfoodies, and if you want the nutrition class, go to step1.veganishfoodies.com. That's pretty much it right now. I don't want to hold you too long. I just want to make sure this is long enough so that way if you came to our YouTube channel or if you've seen this by chance, you had a better understanding of who we are, what we're doing. More videos to come, way more videos. We have tons of videos. Actuality, we had an issue with our computer, but we won't go into all that. Catch our podcast, right? Veganish Foodies. We're on all platforms. We have season 1 up right now. That's back from 2017, 2016 when we first started. But we did a podcast back then and we put it up. And we have some live interviews coming from when we've been doing interviews over the years. And we have some new content that we want to transfer from video to podcast and vice versa, because we have some audios that we want to make sure that we create and make a video. But we just been working, man. We've been working so hard. We just finished the 40-day challenge. We just got a food cart. We just got our LLC for manufacturing. We're catering. We're doing the farmers market. So we're staying busy. We have a newborn, well, 1-year-old now. So it's like, it's a lot of different things to find a balance. But at the end of the day, we're here, you know. I got to make the website. I keep telling everybody to go to Veganish Foodies. My subdomains work. So the step1.veganishfoodies.com works. The learn.veganishfoodies.com works. You can even go to info.veganishfoodies.com and find out more info about us. All those work. The website is on hold because I took it down because I wanted to put the menu up there for our for our catering, and I wanted to put the e-course up there, and I ended up going with Thinkific, and then I got vfckitchen.com, which is where our menu's at. So I didn't incorporate that, but you can literally go to that link if you want to find our menu. Info.veganishfoodies is definitely where you can find all the information about us. I know I'm hitting you with a lot of different calls to action. The main one was for you. The main one is step1.veganishfoodies.com. I'm just being very transparent here because I don't want you to think or misconstrue what we're doing here. It's just us, me and India. We're building everything. We're doing everything our 2 hands from scratch. We don't even have a team. We don't even have nobody to lean into to say, hey, can you help us do this or do that? Certain people do come around and help out when they can, but a lot of the brunt, which most entrepreneurs know, is right on us, right? So check us out. everythingsauce.com. Let me show you a little what we out here doing, you know. We're at the pop-up. We was on the Business West one time. That was when we first started. See how the bottles used to look. Now we done upgraded to these kind of bottles. We're doing a little bit better. everythingsauce.com. Hope it's not backwards on the camera, but if so, you should be able to read it. Check us out. All right. Have a good one. Peace.